Hello and welcome to SaltWire today for Wednesday, August 17th. I'm your host, Kate Walker. Today marks 1 year since Tim Houston became Nova Scotia's 30th premier. Houston won a majority progressive conservative government 1 year ago today, defeating Ian Rankin.
The pollsters and the pundits, they had us back 28 points in the polls. It was going to be a historic Liberal landslide. As for those so-called experts, they were all writing us off. Well, I wonder what they're writing right now.
The PCs led their campaign heavily on promises to fix the healthcare system. Houston was officially sworn in as premier on August 31st, 2021. There were mixed reviews when it came to how some Haligonians feel about his progress over the last year.
I don't think that they've made a lot of progress on any issue.
Honestly, I would have to say, like, in terms of their COVID response, they've really done a good job with that.
I guess the only thing I can think of that they did that was positive was they canceled their raise. That was nice.
SaltWire also asked the public what the premier's priority should be in his second year in office.
I think that the crisis with people being able to access medical services needs to be addressed.
Maybe lowering taxes, particularly for seniors, would be awfully nice.
I think that its priority should be really working with municipal governments, namely Halifax, to provide affordable housing to folks.
And if you'd like to weigh in, you can do so on our poll on saltwire.com. And Sheldon McLeod will have more on Houston's election anniversary coming up a little later in the show. A heads up for drivers in the downtown core. Effective today, the southbound ramp from Barrington to Hollis Street is permanently closed. This construction work is part of the Cogswell District project. The city says the ramp closure is in part of work preparation of a bypass road, which is expected to be in place this fall. Drivers will still have southbound access via Barrington Street. Northbound traffic on Barrington can access Hollis Street via Upper Water Street. Nova Scotia Health has issued a drug alert for the HRM. The authority says they've received a report from a community partner of counterfeit Percocet in the Halifax area. They say the drug looks like a white pill with the letters TEC and center scoring on the front and is blank on the back. And as Health says, the pill has rough edges, a rough surface, and was easily broken and flaky. Observed reactions included unusual dizziness, sweating, nausea, and sleepiness. Unions representing healthcare support workers have reached a tentative agreement with the Nova Scotia Health Authority and the IWK Health Centre. The bargaining unit represents more than 3,500 workers who are members of Unifor, the Nova Scotia General and Government Employees Union, and the Canadian Union for Public Employees. In a release, it says the agreement includes a fair wage package, which recognizes some of the lowest paid classifications in healthcare and improvements in shift and weekend premiums, contract language, and seniority protection. It's time now for a glimpse of today's Thinking Out Loud with Sheldon McLeod. Today, Sheldon is speaking with Margaret Brigley with narrative research on Tim Houston 1 year into his mandate.
There's often this honeymoon that governments and new premiers can benefit from. Does it look like Tim Houston's honeymoon is still on?
I would say he's not in a bad position for sure, and I think that keep in mind that the platform that got him elected really was placing priority on healthcare. He has clearly said that he plans to make big changes to healthcare. A lot of those haven't been seen and aren't physically visible to the average consumer or the average resident. I think that's fair to say. But he has made some strong initiatives within the past few months that, depending on where people sit, they could see it as that's what's needed to help get us where we need to be. And I'm thinking of things like putting the Halifax Art Gallery on hold, saying that's not the time, it's not fiscally prudent to do so. Or rescinding pay raises for MLAs, another initiative that was taken, or streamlining crown corporations to, as they said, drive the province's economic agenda. all of that, it's not surprising that given the time of fiscal restraint and the tough times that consumers are really going through, that people might think that's not necessarily a bad decision.
And for Sheldon's full conversation, head to the opinion section of SaltWire.com. Time now for the Atlantic Sports Wire, presented by Scott Squires.
For the first time since 1985, box lacrosse is at the Canada Summer Games. Jack DeLong plays for Team Nova Scotia. Jack, first of all, how's the Canada Games experience been so far?
When you get to the venues and we're staying at Brock University here, it's pretty incredible. I mean, just the facilities in general and how they treat you, it's basically being like a pro athlete for a week here. You know, we got incredible staff here all the time, and it's just an incredible feeling being here.
To be at the Canada Games and to have box lacrosse there for the first time since the mid-'80s, what does it mean to you to be participating in this sport? And what does it mean to you to be wearing the colors of your home province, Nova Scotia?
It's a big honor, right? You get all the good luck wishes from back home. And when we showed up here off the bus, you know, you have a bunch of people wearing Nova Scotia stuff, cheering you on, screaming your names and stuff like that. It's pretty electric.
You can follow the progress of all the Nova Scotia athletes at Niagara2022games.ca. In Halifax, I'm Scott Squires for the Atlantic Sports Wire.
Thank you, Scott. On to weather now to see what's coming up in the forecast. We're going to check in now with our weather specialist, Alistair Alders.
Thanks, Kate. Well, it was an unsettled day here in HRM. We had periods of rain and drizzle with some embedded downpours. It was also quite windy. Now, conditions will gradually improve tomorrow through the end of the week. This evening, we'll continue to have showers and drizzle with a risk of heavy downpours or thunderstorms, and we'll see the temperature near 20 degrees. Thursday morning, we will wake up to mainly cloudy skies with a chance of showers and drizzle, and the temperature starting the day near 17. Heading into the afternoon, though, we do start to clear out a bit. A mix of sun and cloud, still holding on to a low chance of showers, but overall, I do think we will see a bit of sunshine with a high temperature heading up to about 22 degrees. Now, it will be windy, though, throughout the day on our Thursday. Out of the southwest, 20 to 40 in the morning, and then gusting 30 to 50 in the afternoon. This low pressure system, very slow moving. It won't clear out until mid to late Friday, so we will have a lingering chance of showers into our Friday, at least for the first half of the day. We will see clearing behind that just in time for the all-important weekend where it is looking great with sunshine and warm temperatures. Kate.
Thank you, Alistair. That's all for now. For more extended video and full online articles, stay tuned to SaltWire.com. And you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at SaltWire Today. I'm your host, Kate Walker. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.